Ramble.
Thank you to Chime, Caliper, and DoorDash for sponsoring this week's episode of the TryPod.
Guys, did you see us at the Vax Live? We were there, Selena Gomez, and did we get a scene with Chrissy Teigen? Did we do? I don't know. We're filming this before. We're wearing the same clothes as 2 weeks ago. Surprise!
But that means it's a good old-fashioned evergreen episode. Doesn't matter what time or place you're listening to this, it's gonna be good. Maybe we'll talk about some segments Miles has.
That's right, Keith. I've got segments today.
Woo! Woo. Okay, what kind?
Well, I thought it'd be fun if we fun/villainous/mischievous. Ned, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Miles.
I'm a little villain man, and I thought it'd be fun if we stole segments from other podcasts.
Miles, we can't.
That's right. The Try Guys are out of ideas.
Whoa, this is the episode everyone's been waiting for.
And hold on real quick. Are the Try Guys out of ideas, or is the producer of the TryPod?
Well, we'll just have to find out. We'll just have to find out.
Hungry.
You're hungry, Keith?
I'm going to interrupt this.
I brought my lunch.
We should.
I have it here.
What
I
kind?
could go eat it right now.
Wow.
What'd you bring, Zach?
Probably something not good.
All right, so before we jump into stealing shit, I've totally changed my diet. Ned alluded to this in another episode.
Diet alert.
What did you say?
Diet alert.
Diet alert.
It did sound like diet alert.
Diet alert.
I for my AS have gone one totally vegan, or like 90% vegan. I'm trying to cut out all animal product to see if it helps with my inflammation, but also to help with my AS, I'm trying to put on mass and I'm trying to gain muscle. So I am eating more than I have ever eaten in my life. And it took me
very exciting
about 2 weeks to for my body to be like, what the fuck, dude? Why is there so much food inside of us? But now I'm a well-oiled
Stomach
machine.
is stretched.
And I am
excited.
starving all the time.
Whoa. He's a Keith Ned boy now.
Yeah.
But when I so I've been cooking different types of vegan meats and tofu. I like it. I'm getting really good at cooking it. But it takes for the same amount. I'm eating 140 grams of tofu for every meal, which I don't know if you can picture that. If you get a block of tofu, that's like 2/3 of the block. It's a lot of I'm eating.
And you're trying to be healthy, so you can't deep fry it.
Well, maybe a little.
Okay, maybe a little.
And that's step one. I'm going to increase that amount because right now I think I'm still only at around 2,000, just a little over 2,000 calories. But I'm gonna get past that as my body gets more and more. So I might go make my lunch right now.
Whoa. So how's the tofu prepped?
Honestly, just fucking put teriyaki sauce on it, bro.
All that and more on today's TryPod.
You guys know what it's like when you've had a long day of work and you want some quick food from your favorite restaurant. Well, DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door.
Not only that, but we also know when you go to the grocery store and you get home and you're like, I forgot the butter. You can get drink, snack, and other household items delivered in under an hour. And the ordering is easy. You just order the DoorDash app, you choose what you want from where you want. Your items are going to be left safely outside your door with a contactless delivery drop-off setting.
Wait, hold on, Keith. I thought DoorDash was the app that gets me takeout and delivery. You're telling me that DoorDash now also gives me grocery essentials?
Yes, Ned. Not only does it have over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, but you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory.
For a limited time, you guys can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TryPod.
That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TryPod.
Don't forget, that's code TryPod for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
I bake it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Zach, I got a question.
Yeah.
Because I'm cooking for you this weekend.
Yeah.
What should I cook? I was thinking about making tacos.
Okay, girl, I cooked for him last weekend, which now on this episode is
a month
ago. I got very into it.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
There's no dairy.
But he eats fish. So I went.
You are eating fish.
I
That
went
was
to
my
the
main
fish
question.
market and I got some very like sushi grade yellowfin, or yellowtail. I mean, and I'm like, what's yellowfin? Yellowtail. So we did a little sashimi app. We did that cauliflower with tahini dressing. No butter in that because no dairy. No bell peppers.
I was gonna offer some sort of grilled seafood option for you.
Yeah, that works.
because I was gonna do tacos.
Cool.
I was just gonna make a big.
I mean,
fiesta of sorts.
I was also thinking about this, and I'm like, I might just bring like a big plate of tofu to mix in, like, because basically I can go eat whatever I want, but then if I don't hit my benchmarks when I come home, I just need to eat more.
Well, see, so much of what a Mexican night is vegan. Make some black beans, make some guacamole, have some chips, make some tortillas, and I was gonna.
And you can cook things without butter.
And most of that doesn't need butter at all.
Well,
make me some
not
potatoes.
The way I make black beans.
Well, right. We just use oil.
I just need a lot of carbs, a lot of protein.
I was thinking about doing potato. I was either if you weren't gonna have seafood, I was gonna make you potato tacos.
I'll take that too.
But there's only so much. If I'm working on the grill, I like to stay just on the grill. If I'm doing
Maybe I'll make
potatoes, I'm not at the grill.
I'll bring potatoes.
I felt so aimless not having a large meat to grill on the grill. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have barbecue. We're gonna grill. What are we going? We're gonna grill vegetables. A lot of vegetables. But salmon.
Well, it's funny. The guy that I'm working with, so who's like my nutritionist, he is this dude with AS who is like a vegan bodybuilder. He is swole, and he's like, I literally have never eaten a salad once in my life. And when his friends cook for him, you assume like, oh, he's vegan. He just wants some like vegetables. Like, no, he's eating like vegan bison burgers and shit like that. He wants meat, not meat. He wants protein.
I don't know if our date night episode has come out yet, but I think it hasn't. So a little teaser. We did a date night episode featuring Chicken Watch Boys. Keith and Chris, and it was at Cafe Gratitude, which is a delicious vegan restaurant in LA. Yeah, and we did the challenge was to make a vegan fried chicken sandwich, and so the way they do it is they do a chicken fried oyster mushroom, where oyster mushrooms are like, they have like lots of little tiny mushrooms in kind of a forest, and then you get the batter all in there, you get the breading all in there, and then you fry it up, and it tasted delicious. It was good. It tasted kind of like fried chicken.
It's so cool, like the ingenuity of some vegan cooking. I don't do that. I'm a very basic chef for myself. But if you guys not in LA don't know what Cafe Gratitude is, I just want you to picture in your mind the most stereotypical LA restaurant that you can picture.
Oh, yeah.
So everything, you do not order, can I have the fried chicken sandwich? You order the, I am beautiful. I am grateful.
Yeah, you just say
I am fulfilled.
It's really
They're
cool.
all
Each thing on the menu is an intention, or you say something, an affirmation, right? And you kind of it feels a little LA, but they don't take it too seriously. But they have stories of people that are like, I am strong, and then they break down in tears because they just had a cancer diagnosis or something, or it's like, I am strong. I can do this.
Yeah.
The chicken fried oyster mushroom is called I am enthusiastic. So you talk to the server, you say, I am enthusiastic. And then they say, you are enthusiastic. And then in the back of the kitchen,
so fucking.
They say, you are enthusiastic, you are enthusiastic, you are enthusiastic, I am enthusiastic. And then they make
a code.
I both love it and think it is the most groan-worthy thing. But I think when you're there, you feel it. And you're like, I'm into it.
Guys, I usually don't like this sort of stuff. Ned, Twitter 2016, fuck salads. I've changed. I'm a changed man.
Wow.
I thought that this place was so cool and that this, as silly as it is, this menu technique really had a, truth to it. And now I wake up every morning, I try and express things that I'm grateful for and set some affirmations and intentions for my day.
You know what, Ned?
And it's really helping me have a positive attitude.
You know what, Ned? You are changed.
Thank you.
Ned, I feel like you love astrology now. It seems like in the same universe of this sort of positive energy.
He's a Gemini, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys. I don't know if I can go that far, but I'm grateful that astrology gives so many people a sense of meaning, purpose, and fun.
I'm impressed.
I might either make you shrimp tacos or maybe I'll make you swordfish tacos because I've been making I made swordfish the other day, and swordfish is delicious. and it is very healthy.
Yeah, not for pregnant women.
Well, no.
Which
It's not for them.
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
It's not for them, but
But
it's
yeah.
really delicious.
Yeah.
It's the fish that eats like a steak.
I am going to be
Is that on the
probably
box?
getting off fish eventually, so
Thick.
I'll make it harder for you next time.
Well, I know, but that's why I was like, I figure you're still on fish, especially if you're trying to eat a lot of protein, because it's a great way to do it. Yeah.
You're having a party. I want to have a party. Did I tell you guys about this? I want to have a birthday party for Wes where we rent a real excavator
I think you
on
should.
a patch of land.
We gotta figure
Did I
it
talk
out.
about this on the podcast?
Whoa, no. Oh,
Wes-
yes, you did on the baby steps, but not on the
on
tripod.
okay, so
Different audience.
different audience. Get this. It is very easy to get a big ass excavator delivered to your house.
Yeah.
All you
You're an
need is a
adult.
credit card and a willingness to blow some money.
Mm-hmm.
But
How much
like
money are we talking?
we're talking $300, which
No.
seems surprisingly
That's cheap.
affordable
Cheap,
for
yeah.
yeah.
Like you just drive it down the street honking?
No, I think that's illegal. That's illegal. But like private property, I was like, do I need a special license? And they're like, no, just credit card and file. And I was like,
But a
what?
baby's gonna drive it.
Yeah, what if a
Did you
baby
tell them
drives it? I mean, sort of. I think a liability would be on me, though. You probably sign your life away.
Yeah.
Anyways, so, I have this excavator on standby, but I have nowhere to put it. And I just have this imagination where it's Wes's birthday. He loves trucks. He doesn't just love trucks. He loves digger trucks, like excavators, scraper tractor trucks. I mean, he like knows all the little names
Loaders,
of the trucks.
hoppers.
Front loaders, crane trucks.
Do you guys remember? So back in the old days when playgrounds were made with rusted metal, there used to be this
the good old
a thing that was like this where you sat in a seat and it was like a
Yes.
digger claw and you could like operate it as a child and you could like dig up and you could swivel around and dump the sand around and like it was so cool as a kid. Do those still exist? Is that a thing? Because that
Haven't
would
seen
be
them
a
lately.
cool thing that like actually
Seems like a
exists.
great
That
toy.
is a great afternoon.
But you know what some people on Twitter said? There's some theme parks where you can do that. Like, for real. Like,
Well, there's demolition parks.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
demolition parks.
We've wanted to do that as a video for a long time because there's one in Vegas where you can just swing a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You could
Why-
just-
You
why-
can, like, destroy a car.
What are we
with
waiting for?
I
know what
don't
we're waiting
know.
for.
Well, COVID, but now
Right,
that's-
okay.
Now we,
But now we can go do
now we
anything
can
we
go do
want.
it.
We're powerful.
We wax
Nick,
and vax,
Rachel?
baby.
Get it on the list. Miles?
Well, guys, we're stealing from other podcasts this week, and we've got a couple little podcasts that I thought are very popular.
Would you say we're digging in other people's backyards?
Hey, Keith, your wit and charm as always is a delight.
Thank
Can
you.
we start with the daily?
Yeah, we're
And
gonna start with the daily.
I'll do here's what else you need to know today. And then when Keith talks, I'm just gonna go,
That's good. The first one is the daily. I do have
Really?
yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
And I thought I have sort of a little news story here, and I thought we could kind of wax about it, kind of give our own little take about it.
do we need to tell people what these podcasts are, even though they're way bigger and more popular than ours?
No, the Daily is a news show by the New York Times. That's
It's a
all I'll
good
say.
one.
Yeah,
I
it's
listen
big.
to it. I like it. It
Yeah.
makes me feel informed. Little 30-minute deep dives on topics. And then there was a tweet that ruined me forever where Michael Barbaro, the host, he makes these sounds. And someone tweeted that he likes to imagine that he's just eating a delicious sandwich the whole episode. And so those sounds are just him going,
I believe that.
empathetic mms.
Show me the story, baby.
All right. An interesting new study seems to indicate that monkeys increase the size of their social circles during times of strife or resource scarcity. Researchers observed Puerto Rico's rhesus macaque, not pronounced right, probably, populations in Cayo Santiago in the aftermath of 2017's Hurricane Maria, and observed each individual increase the amount of grooming activities as the number of monkeys groomed following the disaster. By the numbers, there was a greater than 50% increased chance that the monkeys would be seen grooming after the hurricane when compared to before. And they were 4 times more likely to be sitting close to another monkey. So essentially, the aftermath of a hurricane meant that the monkeys of different tribes and species came together to clean.
That sounds very much like how humans operate it when there's disasters. Like I feel like everybody wants to live in their own little silo, right? And then if a tornado hits your town, everybody kind of gets out and tries to help.
And sometimes that tornado is a newborn child.
Sometimes a newborn, yeah, for sure. Like it is true that when strife happens, either on an individual level or a larger level, people try to reach out and offer support and help. Sometimes they even groom one another.
I feel bad for the monkeys. I just feel so bad for all animals, especially like lately. I'm like, guys, why the fuck? You know what? Here's my new theory.
Octopus documentary?
My octopus teacher.
I haven't finished it, but I've gotten through most of it. It's great. Okay, this might be a hot take, but I think that your bank account should be working with you, not against you. What? Why would they do that to you? That's crazy. Well, let me talk about something that's not crazy. It actually makes a lot of sense. It's called Chime. Chime is an award-winning app and debit card with no hidden fees or monthly minimums. After all, you earned your money. You earned it, you keep it. You got fee-free overdraft on up to $100 in debit purchases with Spot Me. It's sort of like overdraft protection, but it's better. There's no hidden fees, no monthly minimums, plus 38,000 fee-free ATMs with MoneyPass and Visa Plus Alliance.
Plus, their security is top-notch. You can turn on alerts to let you know when your card is being used and instantly block your card if something seems fishy.
Join the millions on Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Apply now at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys. Chime is a financial technology company. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Overdraft only applies to debit card purchases. Limits start at $20 and may be increased up to $100 by Chime. Early direct deposit depends on the payer. Out-of-network cash withdrawal fees apply. Third-party and cash deposit fees may apply. Go to chime.com/tryguys for details.
I will say in that movie, I wanted to know like what happened to you, bro? They they allude to this great personal trauma that led to him hanging out with an octopus all the time, but I want to know. Anyway, I feel like here's my grand theory, right? So like we've been talking about the scourge of white supremacy, right?
Yeah.
I also just think human supremacy is a real problem, and it really is
We
our
are the best.
culture of individualism that has poisoned America, right? Here I'm getting on my stoner
here we
thoughts
go.
right now, right?
Corn
Okay,
box.
here we go.
It's corn box.
I thought we were talking about.
No, you can while we do it, so it's still in the daily, right? But we're all me, and we've gotten away from the community, and we think that we're the best, that Americans are the best, and fuck the rest of the planet. That includes the other people on the planet, includes the other animals on the planet. And how dare we think that we're just the only ones on here? And what pisses me off is that when we are individualistic, it comes back and bites us.
Did they do this sort of stuff on the daily?
No, they don't. They don't. But I feel like
I hear ya.
Don't you want to live on a planet where like we're just one of the creatures that are living harmonious? Like imagine if they're just dolphins thriving, splashing around. Imagine if there was a city of monkeys.
I don't think that'd be good.
It'd be
City of
chaos.
Monkeys. You've been watching.
So, to an extent, I agree with you, but I don't think that like a hippo and I should have the same rights.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I should have to well, the hippo's hungry, so I guess I should let him eat me.
No, Keith, of course, but they have their own government. It's Hippo Town.
Do
live
they?
in their own
Do
place.
they have their own government? And
Not-
do you think it's a good one?
Yeah.
So I think they would go to war with us immediately.
And you know
Hippos
what?
are really aggressive.
I would choose their side because they are better fighters than
Have
us.
you
They'll
seen
kill
a
you.
hippo take down a watermelon? Because it's cool.
A
There's
watermelon?
A cool video where this guy just throws a watermelon into a hippo's mouth and he fucking crushes it immediately.
Anyway, that was the daily.
That was the daily.
Yeah,
Moving
good.
on to the next one.
One more thing about monkeys.
Yeah.
They're crafty little guys. They'll steal from you in a heartbeat. They're charmers. They're like almost people, you know, but they have their own agendas.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what that article was. Like, you can learn things about human dynamics by studying, monkey populations. It's pretty cool.
Seagulls too.
Seagulls?
Y'all know about
Really?
bonobos?
I'm just thinking about the crafty
Seagulls,
thieves of the
I
world.
do not want to have their own government.
No,
One
they're
time
all
I saw a
seagulls.
seagull eat
Do
an
not-
entire hot dog and it was bobbing in his throat. It was gross.
Yes.
Speaking of monkeys, this is actually piggybacking on the daily. I did hear about this one time where they did a research trial for like nicotine studies on monkeys, and the monkeys were like smoking cigarettes, right? And then they released them back into the wild, but the monkeys were addicted to nicotine, so the
Whoa.
monkeys would go into the town and beat people up and steal their cigarettes
Oh, gosh.
to go back into the thing. And monkeys are crazy, man. They can get aggressive.
And we shouldn't.
Nicotine's
We obviously
crazy, man.
shouldn't make
We
them smoke
shouldn't
cigarettes.
be giving them cigarettes.
No, we really shouldn't.
Do you know about? Oh God, this has a really fucked up ending. Actually, do you know about the psychological study in the 70s where they tried to prove a psychic link between humans and dolphins? It
I
is.
think I've heard about that.
It is unbelievable. It is
Tried
so.
to prove it,
Yeah.
not discover it.
Yeah, it seems like a biased study.
Look, I'm paraphrasing here. It was.
I know for a fact, and I can.
I know. I can prove it too.
So they had a researcher living.
Magnetic storm didn't wipe out all of my data archives. I would have. I swear.
So they had a researcher living with a dolphin in a partially submerged home. So she was living up to her
terrible.
waist,
Yeah, I've heard about
and the dolphin was swimming around. And there's kind of it's a fun ending, but there's a fucked up part of it. So maybe I could just skip the fucked
Yeah,
up
I
part.
mean,
of
maybe
it.
this
so.
sounds like the premise of a really
We
good
all
children's
assume
story.
what the fucked up part of it has to deal with.
All right, I'm gonna breeze past the fucked up part. So the male was very sexually frustrated, and so the researcher instructed them to pleasure the dolphin. And word. So okay, sorry, bleep that part. Whatever.
Oh, man,
But-
talking about utopia with all animals and
Word-
one.
This is
one
what you're.
sentence.
This is what
You're
you're
gonna-
gonna.
This is what you
But
want.
you're gonna like this, all right?
Okay.
So word got out, and they were gonna shut it down. So they had one night, and they were all like, "Fuck, we gotta prove."
Fuck.
No. That's what I thought. No. This was
Really the way you
Let's
said
all
it.
do drugs and
High
love each
school's
other.
ending.
Ned's got it. So they
Really?
were like,
I mean,
we need
it's the
to
70s.
We need to prove a psychic link. So they all dropped acid together.
The dolphins too?
Humans and dolphins.
Oh my God.
And the final text of the study,
God.
by the way, this is a landmark study.
Was it
Only
just scrawled in blood and feces?
the only thing that the study proved was that interspecies sexual satisfaction can happen. But the final study,
Great findings. Tell me about the acid
Oh my
trip.
God.
the write up of the acid trip was, we did not prove a psychic link between humans and dolphins. However, it was agreed that everyone had a very good trip.
So funny.
Gosh. They did
70s, man.
wild experiments in the studies. I mean, that's where all the Stanford prison experiment, the electroshock experiment, lots of fucked up stuff.
There was one that I thought would make a really great movie. It was there's a book called The Three Christs of Ypsilanti, and it was, again, this is like one of those very fucked up things that we now have a code of ethics to not do these kind of studies. It was 3 paranoid schizophrenic people who all thought that they were Jesus Christ. And so what they tried to do is the doctor brought them all together and thought that I can shake them of their thoughts if I reveal them to each other. And it actually did the opposite. It made them double down in a really dangerous and horrible way. And it's one of these studies that we should not repeat. It was a bad thing. It was unethical, but it's a really fascinating story.
I got a question about the lady with the dolphin.
Yeah.
Were her feet just so pruned?
She must have been in a rubber suit, right?
Right? Because you
Yeah.
can't just live in water.
Yeah.
You can't just live in water.
It's got to mess with your regulatory, systems.
Your skin, you're going to get a rash.
That's true.
So pruny.
You're going to get, it's
You
going to be
need some
bad.
baby butt chapstick for
Yeah.
the whole body.
You're going to need to dry off sometimes. How did the house
And
even
how did
work?
the house,
What kind of house
It's got
is
to be
this?
structural damage.
She live
They
in a
had real
pool?
money behind it.
All right, moving on to the next pod that we're stealing from. This one's not one that we recommend, but it's really popular. Call Her Daddy, a very popular podcast. And one of the things they do on this show is they talk about sex. Sorry, Ned's dad sitting next to me. And they gossip, which leads us
He
to...
doesn't know what sex is.
Sorry. Which leads us to our next segment. Summer of Hotness is back, baby. You guys remember this?
What do you mean?
We did a segment called...
We did a segment?
A landmark segment. Speaking of landmark research, we did a landmark segment called Summer of Hotness last year.
My favorite thing is when Miles introduces something and we just...
It makes me so nervous.
It's my favorite thing that's happened quite often.
Oh my
It
God.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
Wait,
What is
I-
Summer
so
of Hotness?
I started following Call Her Daddy when all the business drama happened.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
I came for the business drama, the breakups,
Oh,
and
I
then I
remember that.
stayed for the the sex content because it is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But wait, let me do it.
Are you gonna do an impression?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up, Daddy Gang? We're back at it again.
There's no way that's what a woman sounds like.
That's how the intro sounds.
That's
It's me, your single father. God, it feels good to say that. And Daddy Gang, I just have to tell you, we have an awesome guest today. He eats everything on the menu and fucks everything inside.
Whoa.
It's Keith Haversberg. Now, Keith and I have been hanging out all weekend.
I don't know. Hey, so happy to be here. I love
We
putting
really
stuff in
got
my
into it,
mouth.
and I'm not going to talk about anything that Keith doesn't want to talk about because Keith has been through some shit.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
This is my interview with Keith.
Oh, I thought we weren't going to.
What's the actual story?
Okay, so Summer of Hotness is a landmark segment.
That was very good, Ned, by the way.
That's really
Thank
good.
you.
I was
You
into
did.
that.
Long time
Tremendous,
caller,
Keith.
first time.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I put everything in my mouth.
People loved this segment when it came out. It's where I list things out and you tell me if they get you off or
Yes.
not.
Oh, this is
I
when we
love
talk about
this segment.
whitefish not hot. Love
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So it's Summer of Hotness. And summer's
Eggs.
coming up again, obviously. We're just around the corner. of X Live is over now, and we're ready to party. So
Stop making us dated. It's an evergreen episode.
I'm sorry.
Any old time you
It's
can listen to
coming
this
out
and
in
enjoy it.
December.
It could be winter of colds.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up on the Summer of Hotness. A mocktail with mint leaves and just a little vodka and sneak.
You can't tell someone something's a mocktail. Sneak booze in it. It's illegal. It's immoral.
Not hot.
Up until that point, it was hot.
was hot.
Daddy Gang,
Yeah.
you had me until the vodka.
A good
Yeah.
refreshing afternoon sweet drink. It doesn't even have to be like called a mocktail. Just a refresher.
Yeah. You know
Something
what?
refreshing is
This
nice.
summer, fam, we're getting fucked up on non-alcoholic beverages. That's right, we're drinking juice. We're having not alcohol. We're having we're having bubbly water.
Keith, I would give that mocktail the Gluck Cluck 9000.
Oh my God. You know what's the new meta for seltzer? Spindrift.
What?
Oh,
what is this?
hell, it's
That's
good.
the new meta. It's the new
What do you mean the new meta?
Like, it's the new meta game. It's the new, like, top of the leaderboards. Meta game, maybe that's a video game thing, but it's like the thing that is statistically the best
Yeah.
to do.
I don't
Spindrift
think
is
you're using metagame
ultimate.
correctly.
Well,
I think
it's
it's
the
just
new meta is a phrase game. Ned. Don't school me on gamer stuff.
I'm not schooling you on gamer stuff. I'm schooling you on. I don't think you can use that to talk about Celsius. You
I'm
say
with
the
you,
new
Miles.
hotness.
Have you all had Spindrift? It's the seltzer made with real fruit juice, and it's delicious.
They didn't pay us, Keith.
Well, let's cut to a sponsor that did. There's a lot of things going on in the world. You know, maybe you're like stressed, you want to calm down, maybe you got some pain or soreness, maybe you just want to sleep easier. Well, one of the new ways we can do that in this new age of the 2020 pluses is CBDs, baby. And my favorite is Caliper CBD. Why do I love it? Because it's powder. It dissolves into my drinks that I'm already ingesting. So maybe if I'm looking to de-stress at the end of the day, I'll throw it in just a nice glass of water or a little lemonade. So it delivers 30 times more CBD in the first 30 minutes versus a CBD oil.
Caliper CBD comes in convenient and easy to use packs, precisely 20 milligrams in each packet. You know, I love that. Always THC free, feel better without the high. No weird taste, no oily residue, mixes easily into any food or drink.
All natural, vegan, non-GMO, baby. It's free of the fillers, the added chemicals, and the artificial flavors. And you can get 20% off your first order when you use promo code TRYGUYS at trycaliper.com/TRYGUYS. You can try Caliper CBD risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they're going to give you a full refund.
That's trycaliper.com/tryguys. Don't forget promo code TRYGUYS for 20% off your first order.
I bought
Hmm?
a sparkling water maker.
Yeah.
I've got one of those too, but
It's-
Spindrift's better.
It's not. Is it? Is it?
Because you've
I
not
don't
got
know.
it. I'm going to buy some for this Friday.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
can have some.
I got that Soda Stream and we kind of stopped using it.
Well,
'cause,
I upgraded from the
you know,
Soda Stream.
the product.
I actually stole the
Itself.
office's Soda Stream for a while, and then we were like, you know what? This isn't pretty enough. So now we got one that's like I forget what company it is, but it's the one that Matt and Eugene have too. It's hot.
I think that's one we have.
It's hot.
Becky loves countertop appliances.
Same.
We have them all. I'm
Yeah.
not. I feel like I don't need them. I don't need them all. I need
You're
a
telling
toaster.
me you wouldn't deep throat that. Yeah, that's we're still in this.
Disrespectful.
I don't like bubbly water because water without bubbles makes me burp. So I have one sip of bubbly water. I'm burping for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
It sets
Yeah.
my stomach ablaze.
Burps are hot, burps are sexy, but because we're stealing Caller Daddy's thing, we need to talk about what sort of beverage gets you in the mood, gets you ready to perform, gets you sensually
Just a little
correct.
too much wine.
Is that right? You
Just
think
much
just a
wine.
little too
A
much
little
wine?
too much wine.
I think wine can make you a little sleepy. I love
can.
wine, but as a beverage,
Bloody Marys really get
Are
me
you
there.
kidding me?
Vegetable juice.
Like having a bunch of soup before.
Vegetable stock. I just drink up some bone broth.
Gin and celery water.
Oh my God.
Celery water will. Have you? Man, celery water. If you want to poop, let me
If
tell
you
you.
want to poop.
Celery juice will do the
will
trick.
do it.
Miles, what else is hot?
All right, here's the question. Is this hot? Putting your peen through your hole in your underwear to pee or pulling them down to your ankles?
Whoa, wait. So you're saying
that's
which one
funny.
is hotter?
Yeah.
If our female audience doesn't know or has experience, men's underwear has a little hole in it, so you don't have to take off your underwear to pee.
you can just zip and
You can, but nobody does.
Nobody does.
I do.
You
Really?
do?
I
Sometimes
No
it's
way.
fun.
You gotta navigate it through this maze of fabric.
Exclusively
It doesn't
buying underwear without holes, because most of what would happen is if I'm jogging or something, it would kind of like my dick would
Find its
snake
way out.
through the hole
Find
somehow.
its way out.
And then I'm just flopping around
Yep.
with my gym shorts.
Nobody wants that.
I think
want
it's
that.
hotter to pull them down all the way to your ankles.
I
You
think
get
so,
a
too.
nice, quick forward folding stretch in that moment. Good
Let
thing
your
to wake
pants
up.
touch the floor.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be having sex
You could be.
for all we know.
For all we know.
Well, we know.
Be a little weird. Keep your
I
underwear on.
wouldn't recommend navigating your penis through your underwear for intercourse.
That would
I think
be-
that's odd.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
What if you have really cool prints on it though?
Okay, then no,
No.
we're talking.
Shout out to
I
MeUndies.
don't think so.
What if you have like little spacemen on them?
Yeah.
Is MeUndies a sponsor, Dick? 'Cause this would be
I don't know.
We don't know. This is several
don't
weeks
know.
in
It is a
advance.
couple
I mean,
weeks
it's
in
evergreen.
Yeah. All right. Up next here, Sprouts.
Oh, the supermarket?
No, the food.
Brussels?
No.
Brussels sprouts or those
Sprouts.
little alfalfa sprouts?
Fuck sprouts.
Really?
I think there's nothing that ruins a sandwich quite like that stupid coarse vegetable. And they always put it on the vegetarian one and be like, this is what's going to get them going.
I wanted to eat hair.
You want something that eats like hair and hay together and offers
Yeah.
no flavor but offers a web of texture that you don't like and will also fall out everywhere
Yeah.
of the sandwich.
I'm sorry, Keith. Do you not want folate and magnesium, phosphorus, and vitamin K? You know what? That attitude, you're looking vitamin K deficient, bro.
Whoa, I just take vitamins.
Vitamin K?
I'm sure it's in that one.
I like it in the smoothies, though. It's good in smoothies. I think it's atrocious on sandwiches.
It's awful on
Don't
sandwiches.
Disagree.
Don't. Really?
You
Yeah.
put Sprouts in smoothies?
Walk me through your perfect sandwich and tell me it doesn't have sprouts.
I like a nice turkey with a little sprout action.
Turkey and Sprouts, and that's it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh,
then I'll hang
speaking
out with
of
dolphins.
sandwiches,
Dude.
hope those sandwiches get here soon.
I really, really hate Sprouts. I think
Yeah.
of all the sandwich, I think
My
they're
dad is
so-
crying laughing over here.
Saying fuck
so-
sprouts.
They're so bad.
He's been quiet for an hour and a half of podcasting, but cannot contain
Yeah.
fuck sprouts. Do you want to do a guest moment? Tell us.
Do you hate Sprouts too?
What kind of sprouts?
The little ones that go on the sandwich. The ones that
What
are like
about
the
the
bean
bigger
sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts, but bean sprouts?
No, the bigger sprouts. There's little
Oh, the ones that are like
bean
white
sprouts
that
and
are
then
like
there's
in
bigger
pho.
sprouts.
Oh.
You could put that in the sandwich.
Dad
Not
knows
quite like
things.
hair.
It's not so the pho.
Well, you've turned because a second ago you were saying full on fuck sprouts. Now you're like, maybe though.
Okay, so the ones that are
It's just the violence against sprouts was hilarious.
Bean sprouts, love.
So bean sprouts are good in
they're not.
pho,
They're texture.
but I'd still rather have more noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like
Bean sprouts are like watery
There's no
and
time
crunchy.
where I'm
That's
gonna
it.
be like, oh, instead of this, could you give me sprouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
They
almost
are in the pho accoutrement rankings. They have to be effed here. They are the bottom. You think they're? What are they better than? What are they better
They're
than?
part of
what are
the
they better
experience.
I know.
agree.
I like them as part of the experience,
It's
but I'm
just-
saying as a ranking of all the 5 different things you put in there.
You take out one instrument, sure,
Okay,
it sounds
sure,
bad
but I'm
on
asking you
its
to
own.
rank all 5 of them independently.
All 5. What are the 5? What are the 5? You had those locked on numbers.
Sriracha, like poison sauce, or
Squirt of lime.
Sauce heavy.
Lime.
Lime? What is
lime,
in your
jalapeno.
Okay.
There's
and
like
then the
basil.
bittery,
Thai basil.
Thai basil.
Oh, Thai basil
All I'm saying
slaps.
is
Yeah, it's
that
like salty, sweet, bitter, and
There you go.
crunchy. The sprouts are the crunchy. That's the worst.
I disagree. When I have pho, I cannot have enough sprouts in mine.
So you think they're better than sriracha? Do you think they're better than the sweet sauce?
No, I think that I'm not taking one element out.
I'm trying-
I think
that's
the
the-
whole
that's the
whole
premise.
souffle deflates.
That's the premise. I'm
I would
not
take
talking
out
about the
jalapenos.
soup.
I'll
Pho
take-
is perfect as is. Don't you dare
I
not
would
have
take out
pho
the
without those
jalapenos.
sprouts.
I'll take
and
out
bean sprouts.
jalapenos because they're redundant. I have
right.
sriracha.
I think sriracha belongs in 2014 when it was invented.
How dare you?
Whoa, you take
Sriracha
that back.
had its moment.
You take that back.
Okay, sriracha was so
A
popular.
decade of dominance like Marvel.
like Marvel. Yeah, sriracha's
What about a
the MCU.
sriracha mayo, bro?
I'd eat though.
I mean,
I eat that.
yeah, Miles, I'm not going to be out here in Williamsburg wearing my sriracha shirt anymore.
Yeah, right. We can't
But
wear that
don't
anymore.
drag the sauce just because it's not cool to like sriracha anymore.
So dragging bean sprouts is okay, but
Yes,
sauce isn't.
yes. Bean sprouts never had a moment.
And maybe they should.
I accept that you think that bean sprouts are better than jalapenos, and I disagree.
You know, this is an evergreen episode, so it's possible that when you're listening to this, like, these guys don't even know that bean sprouts are hot right now.
It's possible they will have
That's true.
a day,
Yeah.
but I won't celebrate
Yeah,
that day.
they're a great part of the soup. They're
Hey,
essential.
Bean Sprout
Have you
fam,
ever
give
eaten
me a
it on
comment
your own?
below if you love bean sprouts like I do. Give a little BS down below.
I'm trying to think of a time where I had bean sprouts and I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a single one.
Bean sprouts, plain.
Or like any sprouts. I don't think I've ever been like, oh, give me more of those sprouts.
Those are good bean
Can I have an extra helping of
you guys have any more bean sprouts back there?
You know what? Next time we go out to eat, I'm taking all your bean sprouts.
I never said I didn't
Give me your
want them
noodles.
as part of something
Ned
else.
fucking hates bean sprouts.
No,
over
I love
here.
bean sprouts.
Print that audio. We're done here.
that
Miles,
audio.
moving on.
Moving it on.
Cut everything out of the segment.
All right, except for that. This next one,
If someone can change their Twitter username to be Ned loves bean sprouts.
incredible.
DateNightCookbook.com.
That's right. Food related. Jason Mraz covered in syrup.
He's yours.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Is that hot?
I think that's hot. I would definitely like click through
It's a little sticky.
to read more about it. If that was a headline, if that was a trending Twitter topic, I'd click it.
Yeah, you have my click.
For sure.
I'm now picturing Jason Mraz like slowly drowning in a vat of maple syrup, but he's
less
just
hot.
like scatting the whole time, asking to be saved. That's what he does.
Is Ned, science question.
Yeah.
Could syrup be so thick that it acts as that that type of liquid that can be a solid when it has the right amount of force applied to it? What's that called? The
Like a
Oobleck.
super fluid.
oobleck. Can maple syrup be an oobleck? Is it dense
Probably
enough?
gonna. I think no, because it's still gonna have a lot of water in it.
How can we make an oobleck out of maple
I
syrup?
think ooblecks have metal in them, and that's
Really?
how it's-
Metal?
Yeah. I'm not really sure. I'd have to do some reading on the subject.
Okay, could you give us an update next week about
Now-
maybe Science Daddy could be? We're making ooblecks.
We're making ooblecks today.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good. I would love to see Wes run across a liquid solid.
All right, next topic. Here we go. Ned, but he's covered in leeches.
Hot.
No. Hot. How's that hot?
He's gonna
I would
be-
I
you're
would
gonna be
also
detoxed.
click through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be hot in that like your ripped body is like covered in leeches.
I personally wouldn't feel comfortable in that situation. And I feel the hottest when I'm nice and cozy.
But that's how hot you are. Even being eaten to death by
even
leeches.
covered in leeches, I'm
like,
still hot?
damn.
Dang. What about if I'm covered in bean sprouts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a crunchy daddy right there.
Leeches are spooky.
Spooky. There was I don't know if we've told this. When we did the Try Not to Die. It was one of our
must
early,
have told it,
early
but maybe
videos.
not on
Miles,
the
do you know the
tripod.
story?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Eugene got covered
in
leeches.
leeches.
But no cameras were rolling. It was
I
just
know.
for a thumbnail. He rubbed mud on his body.
Ugh.
We're like, you don't have to do that. And then all of a sudden, he just started screaming and running. 'cause there
Great
were
thumbnail,
leeches.
though.
Oh
That
God,
was a
that's
good
gross.
thumbnail.
Good thumbnail.
We got it.
All right, Lawrence Fishburne, but
This
he
is
smells.
still all call your daddy.
I put more effort into this part of the podcast.
I like this one.
Yeah, this
I
is a
love
fun
the Summer
game.
of Hotness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer of Hotness.
But you know,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say really quick.
Yeah.
You know, the one with, like Ned covered in leeches, the guy covered in syrup. They're
was a
trying
bit
too hard,
too-
whereas just talking about bean sprouts
Yeah.
opens
That was
up
good.
really good conversation.
How about
Okay,
this one?
Very bad.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Also, you did not need to steal from another podcast. This is an original concept, and I would say has less to do with Call Her Daddy than it does
We've
just our
struggled
show.
to turn everything here.
Yeah,
sexual.
I mean,
please
like,
continue. I'm
look,
loving
it's for the time. It's because I wanted to make the title "Stealing from Other Podcasts."
I love how you're
know?
thinking.
Yeah. I think I learned from you guys. So,
Yeah.
all
Make
right,
me proud.
bologna.
hot.
Hot.
Really?
Oh, I as a child used to eat so much bologna.
We talked about this. Bologna tunnels.
Oh yeah, you love bologna tons. I would just eat bologna, but you can do fried bologna.
Ew.
Oh, it's good though. Have you ever had it?
I bet it's great.
It's just hot bologna. it's
Yeah.
good.
Not my
Bologna-
favorite, but I think it's hot.
Bologna mustard mayo on white bread is the most basic,
Ooh, add
simple
some sprouts
pleasure.
to that. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Isn't there a scene in Bridesmaids where a guy like has bologna over his naked body?
Sounds right.
I think so.
I'd like to see it.
Is Spam in the bologna family?
They are similar. They're made similarly, I
Yeah.
believe. It's just some meat mishmash,
Yeah.
Spam's
pureed
good.
and
Meat mishmash.
I know Spam's been having its moment again, and I know
Spam's
it's popular in Asian food, but
Yeah.
yeah.
all the flavors of spams now. They got all these spams. We could do a Keith eats every kind of spam.
You guys ever have a masubi?
Bro, Masubis?
I love masubis.
It's like the bologna sandwich of other people's culture.
So shout out to there's a place here in
Exactly
LA
Well,
called
because it's not just Asia. There's also like Indonesians, Polynesian. There's lots of people who do musubi, so I didn't want to just say Asia because it's not just Asia.
There's a place here in LA called Sunny Blue that has all different types of masubi. So if you don't know, it's like this little rice pocket covered in seaweed, but like almost like a sandwich, like a half thing, like a taco of seaweed.
It's like kind of a ball.
A ball, yep,
Yeah,
and
like
a little triangle, and you have
pyramid.
different seasonings on it.
Yeah.
But then this plate, so spam masubi is the classic, but they do spicy salmon masubi,
Teriyaki chicken
teriyaki.
masubi.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
So good.
I like the spam ones. I love
Spam's
the
good.
So
original.
it's not just a Japanese originated thing.
It might be originated
a lot of
from
cultures
there,
have their,
but Hawaii has them, and it's
Yeah.
like very a part of Hawaiian culture. And there's other places that
They're
have them.
delicious.
The Philippines maybe have
Great street food.
them. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good, guys.
I'm
Go
in.
down to your
I'm
local place that has masubis.
Shower
and
it with bean sprouts.
Shove it in your mouth. No, bean sprouts would ruin a masubi.
Yeah, I would say that doesn't belong.
Print that audio.
Meatball subs.
Oh,
hell
hot.
yeah.
I mean, you're
I feel like
shoving
they're
hot
wreck it.
balls in your mouth.
Wreck
That's a
it.
good point.
And it's also nicknamed a grinder.
Oh
yeah.
Have these all been?
Oh.
Have these all been
Fuck
food?
yeah. Huh? No, not all of them.
Not all of them, but
One was about your penis.
Nice.
yeah, I love meatball subs. Haven't had a good one in a long time, but Uncle Polly's near where Zach used to live is really good. They have a good meatball sub.
Subway meatball sub.
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Oh
I can't
my
vouch for
God.
that.
Strike that from the record.
Probably the worst
Miles.
one.
We're
So
not going
hot.
to support.
But I do love a good meatball sub.
We're just talking about all the foods I can't eat
Who
anymore.
would
This
have?
is
Who would
sad.
have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought you could shove balls of ground beef and marinara sauce into some bread and call it a meal?
Here's what I'll say about meatball subs. I feel like they're a starter sandwich, but then I kind of forgot about them. I ate them as a kid,
Yeah.
and then I kind of went off them.
You know why? Because children love spaghetti.
That's a good point.
And it's the great bridge between spaghetti and sandwiches.
In our cookbook, we have a recipe for a 1 pound meatball.
You're fucking kidding me.
You're
How do you
fucking
cook
kidding
that?
me.
Without burning the outside.
Yeah, it's tricky. You bake it a little low and slow.
Why would I want that?
Well, it's
Centerpiece.
Is it how big is a 1 pound meatball?
It's a you
softball.
impress.
I was picturing a bowling ball.
It's a softball.
It's related to a story, a place in Chicago where they served a 1 pound meatball on one of our first dates, and I didn't know that Ariel didn't eat meat, so I ordered it, and she was like, "No, that's all on you."
Did you eat it?
I tried to. I got pretty far.
I think I could eat a whole pound of beef.
Could you fit an entire
I was like
meatball
trying to
in your
like,
mouth?
Not that one.
I think a normal size one I could.
Oh yeah, normal size. I get a handful of them in there.
Unless it's like Nana style.
It's like
What if we do okay, I got a video pitch. It's called Pac-Man IRL, where we have a maze of meatballs, and Keith has to eat all the meatballs.
Bro, this is a great idea.
We're
It's
dressed
called
as little
Meat Man.
ghosts, and we have to get ya. But if you can eat all the meatballs, then you win.
honestly, the meatballs need to be probably marble sized to reasonably eat a whole maze full of them, but I think I could, and I think that's a great idea.
Great idea.
We have to have them like hanging on little strings so that you they need to be your height so you can just.
Yeah, I need to be able to just.
Sounds like a Mr. Beast video. I think this is good. Yeah.
And
Miles,
then-
do you know about like the 4 ghosts? Each have like a different directive in the game. There's
Yeah.
like they're algorithmically like red always follows you, like pink always tries to do a pincer movement, like yellow or whatever. There's one that always goes like backwards and tries to long con trap you, and then the last one always just moves at random.
Yeah, he's just random.
I've been playing that game for how many years, and I had no idea. It never even occurred to me to think that they had different.
Mm-hmm.
I love Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man, I think, is the greatest arcade game.
It's a great game.
And it's so much better than Pac-Man.
Yeah,
So much better.
it has a great story too.
Yeah.
There's a video game docuseries and has an episode of My Pac-Man and about how Miss Pac-Man and how indie developers actually made Miss Pac-Man and then sold it to Pac-Man.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
added all these add-ons to Pac-Man because Pac-Man originally was very simple, and they're like, it needs to be better. It needs better sounds. So a third-party company basically made add-ons to Pac-Man, and then eventually like figured out a way to like actually make Pac-Man.
That's so cool.
It's so cool. It's
That's
like
really cool.
they made the upgrades to the game and they called it, and it was Miss Pac-Man was what ultimately became the upgraded Pac-Man game.
Huh.
Also, she's Miss Pac-Man before she meets Pac-Man, so she's her own woman.
Yeah.
Not
Well, they're
Ms.
siblings.
Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man. Or sibling, or incestuous sibling.
Yeah, right?
Oh, they don't have genitals.
They kind of are a
Act
genital.
1 they meet, Act 2 they kiss.
Right?
In ours,
Act 3 you die because it gets hard.
I've never seen it.
in our
Cherries and
video,
pretzels.
what will be the super pills where I get to chase you?
Horse tranquilizer. You get really aggressive. And
The chicken meatball. Like a fried chicken.
Oh, maybe it's just like a fried
Meatball.
chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But I have to eat the whole sandwich.
Okay, here's what
to
it
chase
is.
you.
When you get the super meatball, you pull a string and a bucket of sauce falls on all of us, and then you get to chase us and lick us clean.
Oh, God. Hot sauce.
That's
and
great.
that's hot for
Hot
summer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Well, we've got one last one here. When someone holds the door for you, but you kind of wait for a second because you think they were just opening it, and then you realize and you say after you, and then they're like, no, I insist, and you grin and then walk ahead and say thank you as you walk by. Kind of
Yeah,
uncomfortable, I
It
guess.
can be a meat cute.
Yeah.
That could have been a meat cute, so I would say there is some amount of heat.
Yeah, boner.
A little heat. There's a little heat.
I think the thing that's definitely not hot is when you get trapped as the door opener.
Yeah.
Because you open the door for one person, and then right around the corner comes 30 people.
Uh-oh.
And you're trapped.
Mhm, yeah.
You're trapped.
You work there now.
You are now the doorman.
Oh yeah. You're saying if the 30 people are not like your group.
Right. They're just, you
If
just
it's your
got
group,
trapped.
I feel like you feel like the host.
Yes, if
with
it's
the
your group,
most.
that's one thing. But problem is normally you hold it for your group, which is 7 people. But those other people behind don't realize they're your group. So they just think, kind gentleman holding the door for me.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck. I have actually been stuck as a doorman for a good 2 minutes before.
Wow.
Because like people because as soon as I was about to go in, people came coming from the other direction out
wow.
of the building. And I was sort of trapped. And that was just my life. I didn't know when it was going to end. And I remember it being cold too, and I didn't have a coat on. So it was like especially unfortunate for me.
So sorry.
But I got through it.
And you know
Here
what?
today.
I bet you looked pretty hot doing it.
I bet they thought I was hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot.
Well, that was Summer of Hotness and Call Her Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah, and we got one more podcast that we're gonna rip off here.
At least one more. We've done.
Yeah, we've done two.
We've done the daily.
I've 3.
Talked about dolphin fucking, and then we did Call Her Daddy, talking about something completely unrelated.
on our show.
You know, we did. We got 50 minutes, and we've done 3.
All right.
So here
What's
we
the last
go.
one?
My Favorite Murder, a very popular podcast where they talk about murderers, etc. So I'm gonna read sort of a spooky murder thing about Jack the Ripper, and get ready for it. Here we go. Some dozen murders between 1888 and 1892 have been speculatively attributed to Jack the Ripper, but 5 are considered canonical. Marianne Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. All but one of Jack Ripper's victims were killed while soliciting customers on the street. In each instance, the victim's throat was cut, and a body was usually mutilated in a manner indicating that the murderer had at least some knowledge of human anatomy.
Whoa.
On one occasion.
You're nailing this. I'm so proud of you, Miles.
Thanks, baby.
On
On one occasion, half a human kidney, which may have been extracted from a murder victim, was mailed to the police. Uh-oh. The authorities also received a series of taunting notes from the person calling himself Jack the Ripper and purporting to be the murderer. Now, did you just yawn?
I yawn, thanks.
Okay.
It's because I've heard this a billion times. This is one of the most known ones. There's no surprises. I've seen the Unsolved episode about it. I've heard another crime about it.
Yeah.
It's, it's one of the ones.
Yeah.
Anatomy made me think about the meatball again, and I was like, oh, you could also sous vide it. And
Also,
I've never tried that.
Sandwiches should be here any minute.
The sandwiches should be here soon.
You're gonna murder
What
that
would be
meal.
our perfect crime? If we had to say
Murder someone.
someone.
It seems like something that you could have a video set and then, I don't know, kill Sam.
I wouldn't
kill Sam.
Well, yeah, but
Do you want to kill
You could
Sam?
name
No, I love Sam.
You could literally name anyone else
I'm
at the
gonna tell
company and I'd
your
be
boss.
like, yeah, expendable. But Sam, not a chance.
That's true. Yeah, I love Sam. He's a sweetheart. We got to get him on the pod.
Oh,
Give me someone else that you want to kill at the company.
Okay. Who else? I mean, Will is the obvious
Whoa,
choice.
you can't kill
Will.
Will.
He is closest with Will.
He would think it was funny.
Yeah, it'd be a goof.
He'd be
He's
like,
got that
"Oh,
mullet.
Yeah.
You think he would think this whole segment's funny?
Yeah, probably.
I would never kill Will.
I FaceTime Will
Me
every
neither.
day, multiple times a day.
No kidding.
We talk because we don't get to see each other anymore.
Oh, that's cute.
I get to see him on FaceTime.
What do you talk about?
All sorts of shit. We were like, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? He just got a dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just got a dog?
Why
Yeah.
didn't he tell me?
He's got a dog. Because me and Will are fucking tight,
I didn't
man.
know he got a dog.
He's one of my groomsmen.
He's one of your groomsmen?
Will's one of my groomsmen.
my gosh.
Are we?
You guys are not my groomsmen.
That's fucked up.
He's fucked up.
What are you
Fuck
talking
You're coming
about?
to the wedding.
We're so close.
Wait, what?
I came to your Valentine's Day
You're
party.
coming to my wedding.
We're coming to the wedding?
Obviously, you're
Where
coming.
is it? When is
wow.
I'm not saying on the
What
podcast.
am I wearing?
I don't know
I
yet.
didn't expect to be invited to Miles's wedding.
Come on.
This
Wait,
is
this means
great.
so I guess this means I should invite you to my wedding. Huh?
Well, that's
Bro,
up to
you
to
always
decide.
invite everybody who could give you a good gift if they can't
Oh,
come.
that's
That's
true.
a
I'm going to
great
give you a
point.
real
Why do you
good
guys think
gift.
you're coming to my wedding?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, obviously we're going to the wedding.
Wait, I will say this is quite touching to know.
Oh.
Like, you guys met Will and Miles at our company.
Wow.
That's true.
It's
He's
like
a groomsman.
That's true.
it's like you have
Kind of
a
us
baby
being-
together.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna FaceTime Will right now.
You're FaceTiming him on the
Yeah.
pod. There we
I'm
go.
going to tell him that Miles is willing to murder him for that little bit more inch
Yeah.
of fame.
Say it's just you guys and Miles isn't in the room. I can surprise him.
He's going to know.
He's gonna not know. He's just a fucking fool.
Hey, Will, we heard that you FaceTime Miles all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
How come you don't FaceTime us?
I mean, I think that would be a little weird. You know, you guys have a lot more demands on your time. Miles is just sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
Will, don't tell them that. I have work.
Oh, so Miles has a lot of free time. He needs more on his plate.
Yeah,
Will's
I
coming
think
out
he
the
needs
gate.
more work, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so we should add. Maybe we'll make another couple podcasts.
Did Will know we were about to call him? I feel like he came out like
Yeah, he got
guns
it.
ablazing. He
He's
was just
good.
so ready for this call.
You got a new
Didn't
dog.
we hire Miles an intern?
I do have-
He was
did,
so
yeah.
overworked.
Wait, tell us about your dog, Will.
Her name is Melly.
Named after the rapper. I love it.
Big fan.
No, named after Melanie Griffith because I watched Something Wild the night that I adopted.
Nice.
Requested her from the shelter. She's afraid of everything.
Nice.
Trying to get her used to the world. It's kind of ironic to have an animal more afraid of things than me.
Well, if Miles were to murder you, what would be the perfect crime type of way to do it so that your bosses would never find out?
Yeah, well, I was wondering.
And we'd just be sad. And come
That's
to
a
your
great
funeral.
question. Very, very good question. I would say probably some sort of poisoning, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I think poison's hard to detect, and Miles knows enough about my habits that, like, playing Magic the Gathering online, and then he, like, poisons my beer or something, and then he'd just be like, oh, no, Will's dead.
You open a pack, but instead of magic cards, it's like a rat trap that like, hits your hand and then attaches
if you
poison.
gave me a pack and had it clip my finger and like poison me, that would totally work.
That's good.
You're like, oh, that's strange. I've clipped my finger.
Well, Will Whitwer, such a pleasure to have you on the podcast. What a thrill. Final question. We hear that you're going to be a groomsman at Miles' wedding. Do you think that we should also be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. I think
He's got my back.
He just said it. He felt weird FaceTiming us.
Yeah.
We're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
I want to have an open workplace where we all
Do we have a
feel-
video where the four Try Guys
This is
compete to be one of your
opposite.
groomsmen?
That's a great video idea.
that's a great
Open
video
workplace.
Yeah.
So
This is us pressuring an employee to have us.
I would like to
their
put a
wedding.
bid in to be your future groomsman, and whatever I can do to get there, you let me know.
That doesn't sound like
Okay.
it passes the HR test.
Thank you so much, Will. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, Will.
Send us pictures of your dog. Oh, he hung up.
He just heard, send us pictures of your dick.
It's funny.
Wow, that was fun. You know, this has been great. And, you know, sometimes I think people are stealing from our podcast.
Yeah.
I hear people giving people advice on their podcast all the
right.
time.
Yeah.
That's our shit. That's our thing. We have a great advice boy.
Thanks, man.
He's so good at advice. He's got
Advice
all the
boy.
advice in the world.
Thanks, Keith.
And it's time for our next segment. Boy advice. Advice boy.
Advice boy.
Advice boy.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Have you ever wanted your teeth to be clean?
Nah, make them yellow.
Forget everything you know about teeth, Ned, because teeth are a thing of the past.
Oh, I got a picture of Will's dog. It's cute.
Stop the podcast. Oh my god.
That's a cute dog. Look at his
it's
dog.
A little,
That's very cute.
So
Little
cute.
He's afraid of everything. He's going to meet my dog soon.
Gosh. Sorry,
Your
what
te-
about my teeth?
Your teeth are doing it wrong.
Oh, there's a second picture where he's
my
curled up
God.
into a pillow.
Oh, he likes pillows.
Will, stop interrupting my segment.
Oh, he's so cute. Look, kitty boy.
Oh,
Swish, swish, bish. Katy Perry, anyone?
I love her.
that's a good
Don't love that song, though.
A lot of people think that Becky looks like her in a recent picture she took.
Katy Perry and Shawn Mendes together at last.
Maybe that's
Maybe
what it
that's
is.
it.
It looks like Will has like one of those old FM radio alarm clocks. I need to ask him about
That's
that. I feel
fun.
like having it on my phone is actually bad for
That
you know,
sounds
my
like a
wake-up
Will
habits.
thing.
Leave the salty liquid in your mouth. Toothpaste is here to stay. And I'm not talking about rent. I'm talking about brushing your teeth and leaving it in.
Oh, you're saying not to rinse your mouth.
Don't rinse your mouth out with soap, Ned. Because you're a naughty little stink talker. Brush your teeth and then apparently, and I haven't tried this yet, but you brush your teeth and then you spit and you don't swirl. You're going to want to leave that paste in there.
I don't know about this one, Miles.
Paste, look, a 10 out of 10 dentist agree.
I
Do
don't
they?
think that's true.
That you're supposed to leave that pus in there, and you're supposed to leave the clomp.
You don't even need toothpaste.
Paint. Do it with paint for all I care.
You don't need toothpaste at all. It's the
What?
The toothbrush is like
it's
the real
physical
thing.
Hello? No. Wait. What? I heard that. Okay, because I saw Dennis on TikTok that said, "Hey, leave your toothpaste in." That's why my teeth are so
He's
sparkling.
trying to get TikTok views by telling someone
You can
something
lie
that's
on
like
TikTok?
mind blowing, but
So you remember when you were a
Seen
kid?
any of the cooking hacks on that?
Becky is always coming in being like, if you slap a watermelon, it'll be sliced.
She loves that. She believes she's ready to drink the truth.
do you want to hear something different about the way you do something every day? Well, listen to this.
Yeah. But I heard
Remember
that
when you
you're
were a
supposed
kid?
to- Do you know what that's from? That's a gamer thing, Ned. I'm proud of you.
I don't
You're
think
a
I know
gamer
what it's
now,
from.
bro.
Ice in
Gamer.
his
Congrats.
veins.
Valorant.
So remember when you were a kid, you would put like, if you have sleepover and you just put toothpaste on your finger and you just kind of rub it around and then switch. That's like the opposite. What you need. Like that's just it's. So imagine like you're trying to clean something and you just squirt soap on it and then just shimmy it around and dump it. No, you need abrasion, baby.
Yeah,
you need
okay.
that bristle.
Yeah, you need. I mean,
The brush is doing the work.
toothpaste is helpful for whitening specifically.
Target
Yeah,
protection.
For cleaning your teeth,
Really?
the brush is actually the more important. That's why you're supposed to change out your brush.
My dad's a doctor, not a dentist. But Dad, in your expert medical opinion, not a dentist.
This is a stupid conversation.
That's true.
That's true. Every
true.
week. It is every week.
That kind of sums up the podcast.
That's awesome.
So if anyone wants to steal from us, just have a really stupid conversation.
Make sure you focus
right.
hard in on the part where we talked about the dolphin thing. That's the thing to steal.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Make sure you subscribe, rate us 5 stars, all the good stuff. Check the merch at tryguys.com. Pre-order my cookbook, datenightcookbook.com. And Zach,
And don't take acid with dolphins.
If you learned anything today, don't take acid with animals
So
at all.
you'll both have a good trip.
We don't know that.
That's what the dolphin study said.
The guy who was high with the dolphin thought.
Yeah. We trust that guy?
The dolphin can't communicate enough to say what the dolphin said.
Well,
Right, dolphin didn't even understand what was happening.
The psychic
Yeah.
connection, Keith. We just couldn't prove it, but it was there. Anyway.
Get yourself some Zydeco tea at Zydeco.com and get
all right.
yourself some Keith's Chicken Sauce at KeithChickenSauce.com and
I
there's other
really don't
sauces
plug
too.
that, huh?
Why not?
Maybe I should.
Why not?
Keith, here's with the efficient
tripod.
Wait, can I be part of your bundle now? Can we do a
Oh
hot
my gosh.
cook box? A hot
I think we
box?
could do a kitchen set.
Keith, hit us with the efficient tripod fish song.
Hey, it's the tripod. Thanks for coming.
You're not gonna sing a song about taking acid with dolphins?
Well, it was you said ask for the efficient one, so
Okay, now-
efficient is short.
Now hit us with the taking acid with dolphins theme song.
Oh, put half of your body in a bath, and fill the other half with a dolphin. Then take a little piece of paper with a little bit of LSD, put it on each of your tongues, yes, one for them and one for me, and then you'll have a psychedelic experience with a dolphin, with a dolphin, with a dolphin. It's a tripod.
Until next time, stay beautiful.